Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Alright, and now as promised, now here's my review of Wall-E. So yeah, like I said earlier today in my Ratatouille review, Ratatouille was the last Pixar film I saw continuously, from like Toy Story 2 up to that. So yeah, I didn't see this film in the theaters. Yeah, like I said, I just really didn't like the turn that it seemed Pixar was going towards. And yeah, just the concept of this movie, it was just sounding like so dumb to me that I didn't see it. And yeah, I've just like trying to like I've just been since then been like trying not to see this film because I mean the idea just sounds so dumb to me. But yeah, now I have finally seen the film. Um, since I had to make this review. And well, I'm gonna be quite honest. I wasn't really that interested in this. Yeah, I mean, this just was not interesting. I mean, it is, like, this film is better than Cars. I do like it more than Cars. And I mean, seriously, I just was not interested in this film. Just, there was, like, nothing interesting happened. I mean, and like, a lot of people seem to love this, but I don't see why. I mean, I just really don't see what there is to love about this. I mean, just it's not that interesting. It's Wally and Eve are annoying characters. And yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of the stuff in this film is just boring to me. I mean, I just really don't see what it is that people really love about this film. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, like it isn't bad, but it's just like it's I really wouldn't call this one of Pixar's best films. I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd say this one is probably the second quote unquote worst Pixar film I've seen so far. Or it's right above Cars. And yeah, I mean, I just really don't see what it is people really love about this film. I mean, it's. I mean, the characters aren't that interesting. The idea really isn't very interesting. Just, yeah, the film just really is not interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's hardly any dialogue from Wally and Eve, and just when they do talk, they're just like saying each other's names. And Wally, whenever he like says Eve, it's like he's just saying his first word like a baby. And with Eve, every time she says Wally, it's just so annoying. I just want to reach for the screen and destroy her. I mean, gosh, they are so annoying. And the plot for this movie, gosh, it just really doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, it's just like mankind abandoned the earth because of all the garbage that's covered up the earth, and just nobody can live on it. But oh gosh, it's not done really like entertaining. And yeah, this movie, it just feels like it's all full of a lot of filler, and it's just really not that interesting. Gosh, yeah, yeah. So I would give this film probably, I don't know, 3 stars out of 4. I really don't see what it is that people really do love about this film. I really don't see how people could really call this their favorite Pixar film, and I don't really see how people could really call this the best Pixar film. I mean, yeah, quite honestly, I don't see how anybody could say any Pixar film could be better than the Toy Story movies. Yeah, and especially like calling this the best Pixar film. Gosh, I just don't understand that. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I really don't have a lot to say about this, so I'm probably just gonna zip right through this. Yeah, let me just get into it. So the film is set in the year 2805. And yeah, like I said, like all of mankind has abandoned Earth, and it's leaving like the Wally trash compactors on the planet to clean it up. And it was kind of interesting how they kind of like made a reference to Monsters Inc. by making like garbage into cubes. Yeah, 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 and all the Wally units are just have been destroyed except for one. And yeah, this Wally, he has developed sentience after all the years of, well, life experience, and he's remaining in operation by being able to repair himself from other parts of the other inactive Wally units. And yeah, one day then Wally discovered a growing seedling, and then another spaceship deploys Eve. Eve, she's like an advanced probe from the BNL ship Axiom. And yeah, she's being brought to search for vegetation on Earth, and yeah, Wally of course falls for her, and yeah, at first Eve tries to like stay away from him, but then they start to have a bond, and yeah, they befriend each other. And yeah, Wally brought Eve to his home, and yeah, just she was, yeah, he showed her his collection of the plants, and then yeah, Eve then just stored the plant inside of herself. And then she went into standby mode to just wait for her ship to come back for her. And then Wally didn't understand why Eve just shut down the way she did. And yeah, he just tried a bunch of things to reactivate her. And then Eve's ship then arrived, and it brought and yeah, it just brought her back up. And yeah, Wally also climbed onto the hull, and yeah, he traveled through space on Eve's ship to the Axiom, and which is just hidden behind a nebula. And then on the Axiom, it shows all the people from the Earth, and yeah, like they're all obese, and yeah, they're relying on automated systems for their to like transport them all around for them to get around. Yeah. And then yeah, the ship's Captain McCree, he is having the ship really be controlled by the robotic autopilot. Yeah, and then yeah, Wally followed Eve to the bridge of the Axiom. And then the captain learned that putting the plant on the holodetector of the ship verifying Earth's habitability, that the Axiom will make a hyper jump back to Earth, and the passengers can go back to Earth. Yeah. Yeah. But then, yeah, the auto, oh, oh, told the ordered Geo 4 or whatever it is to steal the plant, and as part of their own about their no return directive A113 in which was issued back in 2110, that the planet couldn't be saved from the BNL autopilots. And then yeah, with the then after the planet goes missing, Eve Eve was just considered defective by everyone, and yet then she was just taken to a repair bay, along with Wally to be clean. And yeah, and as Eve was being cleaned, Wally, he took the cleaning for torture, and yeah, he tried to save Eve, and yeah, he accidentally like released a ship pod. Yeah, just like an escape pod. after mal- after a horde of malfunction robots were accidentally released east, and then yeah, and Wally and Eve were considered rogue robots. Yeah, and yeah, Wally was just shot out of an escape pod bay to go back to Earth. Yeah, and then yeah, the plant was placed inside of another pod, and yeah, it was set to self-destruct, and then yeah, Wally was able to enter the pod to retrieve the plant, and yeah, but yeah, the Gulf War jettisoned the pod into space, and yeah, Wally was able to escape the pod with the plant before it actually exploded. And yeah, Wally was using like a fire extinguisher to like help him fly back to the Oxum. And yeah, he and Eve were just yeah, they were celebrating with a dance in space. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, just yeah, it seemed like I said, just seemed like a bunch of stuff in this movie was filler. Like it just really didn't do anything. It's like it was just the movie was just all set on the bonding with Wally and Eve. It just seemed like the film was all about just the connection of them. Yet all this stuff just seems so filler. Like how does this really like advance the bond between the two of them? Like I just really don't understand that. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I really don't find this movie very interesting. And yeah, and then yeah, the planet was brought back to the brought back to McCree. Yeah, and plus, yeah, I should also say like this movie, it was just like it seemed like really inconsistent. Like with like everybody on the Oxum, um, and like all the people were CG like most Pixar films. Yet at other times they were showing like clips of live action people. Like why? Why wouldn't you just make the clip CGI too, or why couldn't you even make the people like actual people? I mean, just doing it like this, it just was really inconsistent. And I mean, you have CG people for the actual movie, but yet you're playing clips of live action people. Like, what? It just really makes no sense to me. Yeah. Yeah, and anyway, yeah, the Auto then reveal his directive, and yeah, he planned a mutiny. And Wally was trying to protect the plant, but then Otto, well, electrocuted Wally, and that really damaged him pretty bad. And then yeah, and Eve knew that the only place that she could get the parts to repair Wally are back in Wally's truck in Earth, and yeah, then she made the ship fly back to Earth, the little yeah, and then yeah, McCree was fighting Otto for control of the ship, and yeah, he was able to open the access hatch, and then yeah, Otto accidentally, like not accidentally, but he partially crushed Wally by closing the hatch before McCree was able to disable the autopilot. Yeah, yeah. Then Eve placed the plant in the hall detector, and yeah, that was. And then she was able to free Wally and set the Oximum to hyper jump back to Earth. And yeah, they arrived back on Earth, and Eve took Wally back to his home, and yeah, she was able to repair and reactivate him. And yeah, and at first, like Wally, he lost all of his memory, but then he was able to then get his original programming back as a waste compactor actor, yeah. And yeah, Eve was just like she was heartbroken about it, and yeah, she just gave Wally an electrical kiss somehow. And yeah, that was able to restore Wally's memory and personality, and yeah, they reunite with each other as all the humans and robots come back to Earth with its environment, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, just yeah, the movie just really didn't make a lot of sense to me, as I said, and yeah, it just really was not very interesting to me. But not to say it is bad. I mean, I guess it is good. Yeah, I mean, if you can really understand the story and if you really understand what's going on, you probably if it interests you, you can this is probably like a favorite of yours, but for me, I just really don't see any of that. And yeah, just yeah, this really is not one of my favorite Pixar movies. And I really don't think it's among the best. But yeah, just enjoy what you do if you like this movie. So, yeah, alright. So, yeah, that does it for my review of Wally. Alright, and so, yeah. Stay tuned tomorrow for Christmas Eve. I'll make my up review, and then on Christmas Day will be my Toy Story 3 review, and then, yeah, after that, I'll just get through the rest of the Pixar films after that. So, yeah. There'll be more Pixar reviews coming, so, yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow for Up, and then Christmas Day for Toy Story 3. Alright, so, yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.